African Leadership Development Initiative (ALDI) has organized an executive training for staff of the Federation Account Department in the Office of the Accountant General of the Federation in Abuja. The 3-day training with the team evaluating the salient issues emanating from Petroleum Industry Act and Finance Act as it affects Federation account and revenue disbursement suggests, among other recommendations, that government shouldn't over-concentrate on increasing revenue using the Finance Act. Also point out strategies of reducing government over-bloated expenditures.
In a country where you have more recurrent expenditure than the capital expenditure, it's not good for us. We are supposed to have more of capital expenditure. If you travel out of this country, there are some countries you go every day, there is construction. There is bridges, there is railways, there is road. They are working morning, afternoon, night. In fact, if you leave that country and come back in the next 6 months, there are some areas you know again, it's a new area. And that is what is boosting their economic activities. People are doing businesses, paying taxes and all that. So the issue is, why can't you spend much money in our capital expenditure? Like today, we are talking about power. We have an energy crisis in the country. If you have a president that will give Nigeria uninterrupted power supply, that president has solved 50% of our problem. 60 or more than that. Now you can see businesses springing up, paying taxes, and you're generating money.
In welcoming the participant, major stakeholders urge all present to place premium on the knowledge content of the program.
This training is built to espouse very critical subjects, which surely would in various aspects illuminate the minds of these human beings gathered here. These include, but not limited to, the synopsis of the Petroleum Act, the Finance Act 2021, leading with emotional intelligence in the public service workplace, the impact of the privatization of the NNPC on the Federation account revenue, procrastination, and proving principles to overcome it, work-life balance. We enjoin you all to place premium on the knowledge content of this program, to leverage your individual capacities to contribute to the efficiency of service delivery in the department and wherever you shall be soon thereafter.
I welcome you and appreciate your ability to attend this milestone event, largely because the program has been designed to increase your efficiency on the job and to keep you continuously informed and educated. The theme of the program is very apt, especially because the Act of the National Assembly, PIA, and the Finance Act are very young, and the Federation account, you all know, is at the heart of both the oil and the finance industry. The department is very strategic, as you know, and therefore it is the right time and for the right people to benefit from this program. It would be unacceptable for the department not to be attuned with the provision of the pieces of legislation. The two acts comprise of current, legal, corporate governance, and regulatory framework for both industries. You will do well to keep yourselves up to speed with the most current fiscal structure for both the oil and the finance industry. You all know our responsibility in the department. we have the responsibility of collecting all information regarding revenue generated by the revenue generating agencies, which includes especially the NNPC. The NNPC has turned to be another thing today that is a commercial venture which is supposed to remit its proceeds to the Federation for sharing, but not as usual, you know. We have the basic items that they're supposed to bring to the table for sharing. But until you know, then you would get it. If you don't know, you will not find the revenue that is needed to distribute. And at the end of the day, you will distribute nothing. Don't forget your position. As staff of Federation account, you are carrying the burden of the whole nation. Any error from your own side is very delicate and dangerous to the nation. And that's to say the emphasis or the reason for you to be very attentive and understand the contents of this program, so that when you get back to the office, you do the right thing.
This training is largely meant to bring the effect, the knowledge of very recent legislations by the National Assembly concerning Petroleum Industries Act and then Finance Act in relation to revenue generation for the Federation and then its distribution.
As Office of Accountant General Federation, you know that we are paymaster. We won't be able to reduce, but we can advise. We are not in charge of reduction of any expenditure, but we can advise. Our advice is that not that we should channel the expenditure towards capital expenses, so that revenue in general will increase.